What is popping, y'all? It's your girl Lulu the Fae. Definitely just wanted to make a quick video. So I don't necessarily have a certain topic that I wanted to talk about, but I definitely wanted to come on here and really just show some heavy gratitude to y'all. I wanted to tell you and show that like you definitely have to be grateful and appreciative of the things in your life. You have to be appreciative of the highs and the lows, because they're both going to be in your life. It's called polarity. It's going to happen. You're going to have days where they suck, and you're going to have days where they are the best days of your fucking life. But how can you learn to appreciate those days that are the best days of your life if you don't have those bad days to look back on and say, damn, I remember when that shit happened, And I know a lot of you probably have stories where you look back and be like, damn, remember when we went through that? Damn. Like, and you can smile about it now because you've literally have transmuted that energy into something to something beautiful, you know. It was something, when it was happening to you, it was considered to be ugly, but once you went through it and you got through it and you came back, you realized that, hey, that shit was some bullshit. That shit ain't a fit me. So that's what I love about the transmutation of energy, because you can take something that it's about perspective, y'all. It's about perspective. You can take something that you find to be disgusting, ugly, but if you look at it closely and observe it, you learn to love it, and it changes the exterior of it to something beautiful, and you can learn to admire and appreciate it. That's just the transmutation of energy. So y'all, I really wanted to give a shout out to my spirit guides, to my ancestors, to my friends, my family, everybody, even, like I said, my enemies, because I want to be able to constantly transmute energy, because that is the thing for me of this year, is the transmutation of energy. How can I transform myself? How can I transform others? How can I transform my inner self, the being who I truly am, and become, the beautiful butterfly that I need to be? And we're all blossoming right now, even though all of us are in such a silent war, such a silent war. It's very quiet. But if you're aware of your surroundings, you're aware of the shit that you experience, you're aware of, your inner self, your spirit, you're in tune with yourself, then you're able to know what you don't need to accept, or what you don't need to expose yourself to, because there's shit in the media, there's shit in the music, there's shit in the food, there's shit in everything, there's shit in everything. It's bullshit in a lot of stuff, because this is I'm not even gonna say this is a bullshit reality, but if the shoe fits, then it is what it is. But we have to learn to appreciate it, and like I said, transmutation of energy. You have to learn to look at what you may think is shitty and transmute that energy into something beautiful. That's what it is. Because you can look at a piece of shit and say, that's some shit, right? But you know that shit that you just got rid of is the shit that you needed to detox yourself from, and that you needed to remove from yourself, because it could have caused colon cancer and you could have died. Now maybe that was just written in your script. Hey, it is what it is. It is what it is, player. But for me, I definitely want to focus on transmuting energy. I want to focus on building myself as a person, building and cultivating myself by healing from my traumas, healing from my past relationships, healing from toxic being that I may be around from right now and I may be exposed to, healing myself constantly on a daily basis, and transmuting whatever energy tries to enter my force field and attack me, or just bring me down to a lower frequency. I want to be able to raise that energy and raise that vibration, because those things are important, especially being in this realm right now. There's so much going on. There's so much going on. I feel like I said that twice, but I feel like everybody is going through something. Everybody is going through something heavy, whether it be heavy emotions. Your baby mama is tripping. It'd be funny if somebody watching this, their baby mama really tripping. Your baby daddy tripping, whoever the case may be, or whatever the case may be. You have to learn to reflect that energy and reflect in yourself. What do you need to work on in yourself to make sure that these things are not bringing you down? These things are not keeping you stagnant, keeping you on a lower level. These things that may be hindering you from progressing to where you need to go. Because essentially, we have to make sure we're focused on what is important for us in our journey. And that's what I'm constantly reminding myself, is that when somebody wants my attention, and I have to ask myself, is this going to benefit my journey? I try to constantly ask myself that every day. What am I going to do today that's going to benefit my journey? What am I going to do today that's going to elevate me? If I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do, then I'm wasting my time, I'm wasting my energy, and I'm wasting this fucking mission that I'm on. And it doesn't make any sense for me to do that, because I came here on earth for a purpose. And we all have a purpose to fulfill. Now, if you feel like you don't have a purpose to fulfill, if you feel like your purpose is to just be a mom, to just be a dad, to just be on this earth and live in your material realm, then that is your purpose. And that is the purpose that you will serve in this realm. You came here to really just be a background character. You came here really just to be, just the person that's like, keeping the matrix. That's essentially what it is. You're technically the computer in the game. So if you want to live like a robot, it is what it is. It is what it is. But if you want to be aware and you want to open yourself up to something more, then there are many steps you could take. There are many books you could read. There are many people you can listen to that will actually help you get to where you need to go. And you have to accept and be open to those suggestions. Be open to those people guiding you. And openness is very important. I love psychedelics. I know that's random as fuck, but I do. I love psychedelics. They're good. They're good as fuck. I mean, I've experienced so many different things that have opened up my mind to that this reality is not one-sided. It's not one-sided. There are many sides to this realm. There are many sides to this universe. There are many sides to you as an individual. There are many sides to you. You have many faces. And understanding those different parts of who you are takes you a long way, baby, because it helps you understand internally your flaws, or things you may view as a flaw, things that you may view as something that's been hindering you for a very long time. And you're able to have deep realizations about your inner self. And that's what I love. Now, some people take psychedelics just to have fun. Cool beans. That is cool. If you do that, that's you. But everything that I do has to have intention with it. Especially something that's going to change my perception and change my mind. I feel like those things should have the most intention behind them. So I've experienced DMT, I've experienced shrooms, I've experienced acid, I've experienced that's not a psychedelic, so I'm not gonna say that one. But I've experienced an array of different things that has led me to be more open to really paying attention to my surroundings, paying attention to, the things that I need to heal from, and why I may respond the way I do to things, why I may look at things the way I do, who am I? It answers a lot of those questions. So I'm not going to advocate or promote psychedelics, but I'm going to low-key promote psychedelics, because I feel like a lot of people, especially if you're dealing with mental issues, PTSD, trauma, deep traumas that you need to heal from, you need to face those shits. That's what a psychedelic, people are afraid to see certain things, but you have to realize anything that you see during a psychedelic trip is something that you in your mind, something that is in your mind, and that you need to face. You need to face those things, and if you're not facing them, then they're going to keep showing up in different ways in your life. They're going to keep presenting themselves, and they're going to even be disguised as, you know, a relationship, disguised as your child, your disguised as different things that you're going to pay attention to, and it's going to put itself in your face over and over and over again, whether it be your boss, your mama, your daddy, keep nagging you, keep doing whatever the case may be, whatever you feel like is keeping you on a certain level. Those things you need to face. If you have fears of shit, fears of losing someone, fears of letting go, fears of you have to realize that shit leaves. That shit is gone. That shit leaves, baby. Nothing stays the same. Everything changes, and you have to be willing to accept and appreciate the changes that are necessary to live in this cycle of life. You have to be able to accept those things, because those things are going to happen regardless, whether you predetermine it or you don't. Those things are going to constantly happen. It's just the evolution of life. It just is what it is. Things die. This is a cycle. You got to realize, baby, you are in a cycle. You are in a cycle, and you have to break out of that cycle. Meaning you have to break out of the everyday things that you do. You have to break out of the way you think, the way you were programmed to think. You have to break out of your mama and your daddy telling you certain things all your life that you never questioned, because either they were there or they weren't there, or they were there and they just traumatized the fuck out of you. Your mama, your grandma, whoever, the people that was in your church. You have to realize there is truth behind everything, and your truth may be different from my truth, but essentially there is a hidden aspect to everything that you come into contact with. Everything. So you should want to question it. You should want to question the things that people tell you. You should want to question, well, why do I believe in such and such? Why is this way? Should I follow this path? What is my path? And these are the questions you have to ask yourself, because these things will open you up to wanting to know more about who you are as an individual, and who you are past the identity of a mom, a dad, a sister, a brother, a mother, like past all of these titles that are giving to you only for the time being. There are other lives that you have to experience. There are other lives that you have already experienced, and you're still healing and learning from those things, and they definitely still have an effect on you if you aren't self-aware. Self-awareness is important, y'all. Self-awareness is important. But I'm going to make a video soon on my psychedelic trips and talk more about like shrooms. I actually plan on doing a little project soon. I'm not going to tell y'all right now, but y'all will see. I'm going to make some YouTube videos and some stuff for informational purposes only. But y'all will see me drop some stuff very soon. I said that like I was about to drop a fucking album. I'm about to coming at you with the latest. No, but I really do appreciate y'all for watching my YouTube, for being who you are and staying true to who you are, because that is important. Always stay true to who you are. Don't let nobody fucking tell you who you should be. You listen to yourself. You listen to your fucking self. Like, don't let nobody make you feel less than what you are, because you are way more than what you think you are. Trust me, I've had to remind myself of that a lot of times. There's so many times my spirits came back and been like, bitch, do you not know that you that bitch? And I'd be like, and then that conversation happens. So yeah. But thank y'all for watching my YouTube. I really appreciate y'all. Lulu the Fae coming at you today. I need to make up like some shit, like some like ending shit, right? Like Lulu the Fae coming at you, lay bay, some shit like that, right? Okay, bye.